Hello, and welcome to Learn Like Limitless.
Today, we are going to practice ordering food and making polite requests at a restaurant, where you will listen to natural ways to ask for a table, handle dietary needs, and resolve small mistakes with your order.
Here we are, Daniel. This place looks wonderful, though it is much busier than I expected for a Tuesday evening. I am glad I called ahead to make a reservation.
Me too, Maya. It is quite loud in here. Should we look for a host or just find a table ourselves? I always get a bit nervous about the proper way to start.
It is usually best to wait near the entrance. See that small podium? We should wait there for the host. When she arrives, I will say, "Good evening. We have a reservation for two under the name Maya."
That sounds very professional. What if we didn't have a reservation? Would I say, "Do you have a table?"
You could, but do you have a table for two available? Or could we get a table for two, please? Sounds a bit more polite. Oh, look, the host is gesturing for us to follow her.
This table by the window is perfect. It is a bit quieter over here. Now that we are sitting down, I notice there aren't any menus on the table. Should I just grab some from that counter?
It is better to wait just a moment. Usually, the server will bring them over along with some water. If they forget, you can catch their attention and say, "Excuse me, could we see the menu, please?"
I see. And I am quite thirsty. I think I would like to start with a drink before we even look at the food. Is it okay to order just a drink first?
Absolutely. When the server arrives, they will likely ask, "Can I start you off with something to drink?" You can respond with, "Yes, please. I'd like a ginger ale with plenty of ice."
I like that phrase, "I'd like." It feels softer than "I want." I will try to use that. I think I will also ask if they have any fresh juices. Could you tell me what fresh juices you have today? Does that work?
That is perfect, Daniel. It is a polite way to ask for information. While we wait for our drinks, let's take a look at these menus. Everything looks delicious, but I am having a hard time choosing between the grilled salmon and the vegetable pasta.
Both sound great, but I have to be careful. I see the chef special has a lot of ingredients listed, but it doesn't mention nuts. As you know, I have a severe peanut allergy. I always feel a bit awkward bringing it up.
You shouldn't feel awkward at all. It is very important for the kitchen to know. When the server comes back to take our order, you can say, "I have a serious peanut allergy. Could you please check if this dish is safe for me?"
That sounds clear. I sometimes worry that I am being a difficult customer if I ask too many questions about the ingredients.
Not at all. Restaurants prefer to know about allergies beforehand. You can also ask, "Is it possible to have this dish prepared without nuts?" Or, "Are the noodles cooked in peanut oil?"
Is it possible to? That is a good one. It makes it a request rather than a demand. I think I will use that for the spicy noodles. I am also wondering about the spice level. I like a little bit of heat, but not too much.
You can ask, "How spicy is this dish?" Or even better, "On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot are these noodles?" If you want them milder, you can say, "Could you make it a bit less spicy, please?"
I'll try that. I think I am ready to order now. I've decided on the noodles, making sure to mention the allergy and the spice level. What about you, Maya? Have you decided?
I think I will go with the steak. I would like it medium rare. When the server asks how I want it cooked, I will just say medium rare, please. Oh, and I want to swap the mashed potatoes for a side salad.
Oh, that's a good request. How do you phrase that swap politely?
I will say, instead of the mashed potatoes, would it be possible to have a side salad? Using would it be possible is a very gentle way to ask for a change to the menu.
Great. The server is coming back now with our drinks. I will try to handle my order first.
You did a great job, Daniel. You were very clear about the allergy, and you were very polite with the server.
Thanks, Maya. I felt much better after we practiced those phrases. Now we can just relax and wait for the food. I really like the atmosphere here. The lighting is very warm.
It is. Oh, here comes our food now. That was quite fast.
Wait a moment, Maya. Look at my noodles. There are small, crunchy pieces all over the top. I think those might be peanuts.
Oh dear, you're right. We specifically asked about that. And look at my plate. I asked for a side salad, but they brought me the mashed potatoes instead.
This is exactly what I was afraid of. Now I have to send it back. I don't want to seem rude, but I definitely cannot eat this.
It is okay to be firm when there's a mistake, especially a dangerous one like an allergy. Let's wave the server over. I will help you start. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but there seems to be a mistake with our order.
That's a good opening. Then I can say, I mentioned earlier that I have a peanut allergy, but it looks like there are peanuts on these noodles. Could I please have a new portion made without any nuts?
Exactly. And I will add, also, I had asked for a side salad instead of the potatoes. Would you mind switching those for me?
I feel a bit bad for the server. She looks very busy.
Mistakes happen in busy restaurants. As long as you stay calm and use polite phrases like, I'm sorry to bother you, or there seems to be a misunderstanding, the staff will usually be happy to fix it.
You're right. She was very apologetic. She's taking the plates back to the kitchen now. I'm glad we spoke up.
Me too. It is much better to wait a few more minutes for the correct food than to eat something you won't enjoy or that might make you sick.
While we wait, can I ask you something else? If I wanted another drink, should I just wait for her to come back, or is it okay to signal her?
If she is passing by, you can make eye contact and give a small nod. If she's further away, a small wave is fine. Then you can say, could I have another ginger ale when you have a moment? Adding, when you have a moment, shows that you realize she is busy.
That's a very useful tip. It makes the request feel less urgent and more like I am being considerate of her time.
Here she comes again. These plates look much better. No nuts on your noodles, and I have my side salad.
This looks perfect. Let's eat.
That was a delicious meal, Daniel. I am quite full now. I don't think I have any room for dessert.
I agree. I'm satisfied. Now comes the part I always find a little confusing. How do we ask for the bill? Or is it called the check?
In the United States, we usually say the check, but in many other English-speaking countries, the bill is more common. Either one is understood. To ask for it, you can catch the server's eye and say, could we get the check, please? Or, we're ready for the bill whenever you have a chance.
And what if we wanted to pay separately? Sometimes I go out with friends and we want to pay for our own meals.
That is a very common request. You should ask early, ideally before they print the check. You can say, "Could we have separate checks, please?" Or, "Could we split the bill?"
That makes sense. Today, though, since it was my idea to come here, I would like to treat you. I'll take care of the whole bill.
That is very kind of you, Daniel. Thank you. When the server brings the little folder with the check, you can just put your card inside.
Do I need to say anything when I give the card back?
You can just say, "Thank you. This is for the bill." After she processes it, she will bring back a receipt for you to sign. Don't forget to look at the tip. In many places, a tip of 15 to 20% is standard for good service.
Right. I'll make sure to add a nice tip since she was so helpful in fixing our order earlier.
That is a great idea. It shows you appreciated her effort.
Well, I feel a lot more confident about eating out now. It's all about those polite little phrases, isn't it?
It really is. Using "could I," "I'd like," and "would you mind" makes a big difference in how people respond to you.
Before we go, let's review a few of those key phrases for our listeners.
Good idea. One very useful phrase for making a request is, "Would it be possible to?"
Another important one for fixing a mistake is, "There seems to be a misunderstanding with my order."
And for the end of the meal, "Could we get the check, please?"
Now, it's your turn to practice. Try saying this line out loud. "Could I please have a glass of water with lemon?"
Great job practicing today. We hope these phrases help you feel more comfortable the next time you visit a restaurant. Thank you for listening to Learn Like Limitless.